Live, we just do a little soundtrack, Star Trek soundtrack. Okay, cool. It is coming through. All right. Well, I guess welcome to being on the channel officially.
Yeah, I'm No Name.
And this is rated M for immaturity. I really do like. I think that's a good name. So you just hit new story. It'll ask you if you erase a save file. Just click yes because you can only have one going in this game anyway. No matter what, you start from the beginning. So
yeah, one watching.
What's that?
Your monitor or
that is just my my computer here. I always keep that up just so I can.
Yeah, you have the chat there and everything.
Yeah, it's easier to keep things going because I know you can kind of do it from your phone or from the laptop. But
is this the story map?
So
the branches and stuff.
One of the best examples I think I've ever seen, honestly, of branching story, because part of this game, right? You play as 8 of the teen slasher victim characters. Any of them could live to the end. Any of them could die. You could end the game with any combination of them.
There's a ton of replayability.
Oh yeah, I think every time I've played this game all the way through 2 or 3 times, and every time there's at least something I haven't seen before. That'll, somewhere it will come up.
Okay, Cabin in the Woods style story.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's definitely not to the same level of meta as that, but also I
mean that horror trope. Not specific movie.
Yeah, it's playing with cliches and tropes and expectations and.
Alright, yeah. So, teen slasher.
College age. Yeah. They're gonna come out on the cabin,
Oh, hey. I got a notification that you're streaming.
On him. I'm just looking out for my girl.
All of these people. It's like there's always everyone in the room can hear you.
Right.
Those 2 guys are supposed to not be able to hear this?
No, they're all in on. Everyone here is kind of in on it, on this prank. It's just someone that is so they're not even here.
I see.
Yeah. Which again, it's your "I know what you did last summer" type shit, where they're pulling something, some dumbass high school prank. Very reminiscent of "I know what you did last summer."
Mm-hmm. It's Hannah.
Hey, Hannah.
It's Hydra.
Right.
He honestly, that actor was probably my favorite part of Agents of Shield.
Hey, did you see that?
He's a bit boring until you find out he's a villain, but once they get into season 2, where he's unaffiliated with Hydra or Shield, and he is kind of just
this free agent.
I love how they handle his character there because he comes off like a taskmaster, almost villain, where he's a snarky
he knows
asshole.
All their stuff. He's gonna.
Oh no! I just hit okay. I guess. Just resume.
Yeah, I guess.
Weird. Okay. The stream itself seems fine. I'm not quite sure what that was.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The stream. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know. You look so damn hot in that shirt. I bet you're even hotter out of it. Come to the guest room. You're playing as Hannah's sister Beth, reading this note about the prank too. So.
What did our naive sister get herself into now? Convention time.
Actually, do you want to pause and just go to the settings real quick and see if we could turn the brightness up a little bit? Just because I feel like
a little bit. Anyway.
Yeah. That's part of it. We're playing this during the day on a projector. Light tends to drown the image out a bit, but I think this should hopefully help a little. Oh yeah, that's definitely better.
Oh my god. Like, are there interactables that aren't flashing?
Nope. Anything you can
much...
interact with will always have some kind of flash.
2 people passed out in these chairs.
Yep.
Use the right stick to look around. No, just the thing. Hold it and turn it.
Jeremiah Craig.
It doesn't say. Oh, there it is.
I think that
bourbon
it's...
whiskey.
Josh,
Oh, and then if you let it go, sometimes that triggers the actual.
once again, brother, you've outdone us all.
Oh, there's Rami Malek.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Robot. Passed out. He does make for a very convincing douchebag.
Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
we should start with a little, you know, making out and see where it goes from there.
Oh, she's taking her shirt off. What?
Really?
Oh my god. Matt, what are you doing here?
Hannah,
I'm sorry, Hannah. It's all got
what?
out
Just
of
a
Wait.
stupid.
That's
You guys are jerks. You know that? Hannah?
That's who I was. No, that's not.
Hayden
Really.
Panettiere.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of. That's who I was just.
Oh,
looking at.
yeah. Yep, she didn't even
To try
see
to
what
use
was
the
going
right
on.
Stick to choose.
So you can either try and wake your brother up, or
Wait, or find the others, meaning the people who
Just-
were just.
yeah, basically
Pranking her.
just to find out what even is going on.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like metagaming it by thinking about like if it's a horror movie and he's drunk and he's not awake, he's gonna die. But the other
Right.
is, oh shit. Okay. Based on just the information this character has in the moment, Josh is passed out for the night. We're gonna go find out what's going
Guys,
on.
there's someone outside. What the hell?
Why are they?
Hannah!
Oh.
What's going on? Where's my sister going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It was just a prank, Han. What did you
That's
do?
from
Diane.
Superstar. It's super weird to see her in this, but
You jerks! Hannah! Hannah!
So,
Jason,
go after her?
you ever played Heavy
I
Rain?
don't think you're the last person she wants to
You ever
see.
played the game Heavy Rain?
I haven't.
Oh my god, it's got some really stilted
Oh.
French Canadian actors doing American accents,
Oh.
and like I actually like the game in a lot of parts, but one thing that is just undeniably goofy, is that your kid like takes off in the middle of a mall, right? Is like, and you can't find him, so you're looking around, and the actor that they had recorded, Jason, he only recorded like 2, maybe 3, so like he keeps
It's just repeated.
well, and one of them literally is as this flat of him going, Jason. It's it can make for a very silly
Yeah.
silly experience at times.
Really? I mean, yeah.
Jesus! Fuck! Shit!
But yeah, I am sad that the Dark Pictures anthology games
Or less.
they don't.
Successful.
Yeah, I mean they just weren't as good. They
Yeah.
just didn't live up to it to me. Like I think this game executes so many things so well.
That's hilarious. Status.
Hannah!
Well, and,
Oh, for your flashlight.
I think
that
this
one
is, I
worked
think, a great
easy.
opportunity too. Like doing these streams and stuff is a really good opportunity for you to get your hands on
Yeah.
some PlayStation
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean we talked about doing Spider-Man for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm gonna end up having like 2 Spider-Man streams, like 2 for each of the like a 2 whole streams.
Yeah.
Unless I could get you and Michael both around at the same place.
I mean,
at the
right
same
now,
time,
I'm
but
sure.
at the same time, I want both of you to get the chance
be
to
able to
play it.
play
So
it.
I might just do that game 2 times,
Totally.
just for that purpose. But
Well, and you know enough Marvel to
oh yeah,
do that game as many times as you want to do it. I mean, and like, we should get on that back in that Avengers game sometime.
yeah. For a little while there was a so that you get these totems that'll predict It'll show you possible things that could happen.
Possible deaths.
And then every one of those that you pick up, you also get a video at the bottom. And so the little red, that's like you only have one little chunk of this video so far, but you will build up, and this will explain more of the lore.
All right. Okay, so this stuff is falling on it. Who was that? Who's falling?
That is who you're playing as right now.
Okay.
That's like hitting her back
I
up like a
couldn't tell
rock.
Alright, it's kind of horrifying watching it over and over. I mean, I guess it's a horror game, but like,
Right.
you could kind of mess yourself up just watching that over and over.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone and watched videos. There's just videos that
Yeah.
kill. So that might
No, I
say
mean the
something
character.
about. Oh, the character. I don't think she actually
Yeah, I
sees
know.
it, but
Oh, interesting.
I think
Okay,
I think that's purely
information
for the
us.
audience. Yeah. But yeah, like I mean, this is a PlayStation exclusive, and that I think this is honestly one of my favorite ones they've done. Because this game was a sleeper hit when this came out. I remember I was working at GameStop still when this game came out, which is amazing because like that was 2014. Graphically, this looks really
Looks
solid
good,
still.
especially considering it's the like motional cap, like
Right.
facial capture at least.
And it's also it's some somewhat improved performance because this is running on the PlayStation 5 rather than the PS4.
Totally.
But so it is cleaning it up a little bit. Oh, it's the Predator.
Predator video? Yeah. Immediately.
As I literally don't think I've seen anyone play this game and not make that comment. But yeah, Supermassive Games put this out, and like that Supermassive is a small developer. They're not like this big. So nobody was really watching this game in like its pre-release marketing. And then I just took a whim because I worked at GameStop, so I saw the trailer like 50,000 times a day on the annoying TV they have. And I took a chance on it, and I am so glad because this was a sleeper hit. No one was like excited about this before it came out, really, but it ended up being like.
What is that flamethrower?
Hold on!
You got Predator Vision and like a flamethrower dude.
Yeah. Trump hammer. Yeah.
So this is the one part of the game, this prologue sequence, that this plays out the same way no matter what.
Okay.
So
that's why I figured drop Hannah, like he's gonna just pull you off otherwise.
Right. So no matter what you picked, there was gonna be. Oh, this is such a fun mechanic.
Before we begin, there are a few things I need to make sure you understand. You see, no one can change.
I love Peter Stormare.
The past is beyond our control. You have to accept this in order to move forward. But there is freedom.
He feels like Hartman.
He does have a Hartman feel to him.
And like the lighting and everything too.
Yeah.
I want you to remember. I want you to remember this.
If the rumors turn out to be true.
Every single choice will affect your fate and the fate of those.
So he's just like dressing the player?
Kind of,
Almost
or are you?
Sterling-ish?
Kinda.
So,
Because yeah, he's not like part of like the main like.
this is significant. And I want to help you see it through. Sometimes these things can be a little scary, even terrifying, but I'm here to make sure that no matter how upsetting things may get, you will always find a way to work through it.
He's just chewing the scene. I love how much of a performance is coming through the motion capture here.
Could you please pick
Just
up
that
your
little
card?
tongue
And I want
wetting
you
his
to look at
mouth.
the picture on the other side and tell me what you feel about it. It is essential that you get your arms
So,
together.
some of your answers are going to affect
Change.
how certain scares are done later on in the game.
Intriguing. Yeah, let's see how it works. Scarecrow, okay.
So, how did that picture make you feel?
I'm curious how the
Remember
answering
being
works. One of the choices is happy in this fantasy.
Well, that's good. In what way did it make you happy?
Yeah, I was thinking it's peaceful. Which they're gonna just like make either not use the scarecrow now or make it.
I think
not
that's what it is.
peaceful.
It's like
Yeah.
whether they use the scarecrow at some point or not.
Yeah. I guess I'm manipulating it a little bit because I'm curious about the mechanic, but I want to know who I am, right? Like,
Right.
I don't know who I'm answering as. So I'm answering as an asshole who's trying to play the game.
I think you could go with it as just like a player avatar.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is. It doesn't frighten you. I really do.
But, like, honestly, I don't know, the Scarecrow bit has never gotten me in horror, Scarecrows or...
Yeah. I mean, I honestly am pretty reactionless to any horror. Any, honestly. Any.
Yeah.
Like the scariest, most intense things, I don't really...
Yeah.
I just don't... I mean, I'm more of a, haha, get him in the eye kind of horror movie watcher.
Yeah. I think it's the real life horror stuff like Hereditary and that, like, it gets me, not in a fear way, but it gets me emotionally. It's just like gets you thinking about mortality and stuff like that. Oh, is this that, I think it was Ralph Stanley did a good, in
the Soggy Bottom Boys song. Also in the Death Introduction episode of Supernatural, there was a different cover of that song there. And this is its own additional cover.
I'm pretty sure I just heard it in something else too.
They use it again in the Dark Pictures anthology, and that is yet again another different cover from this one.
Yeah. Okay. That might be what I saw.
But like, doesn't this already just seem like it has a better flow to it? Like the dialogue and the voice acting, it just
the oil dripping there. All of this imagery is really good. Yeah, medical imagery that you're getting is always going to associate horror, life, and death.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing too: is Until Dawn was partially financed by Sony, right? Which maybe that's part of why they were able to put more, more work into it. The Dark Pictures is totally an internal project with internal funding.
They just don't have the same budget.
That might be the main reason. I will say they do have another Sony exclusive game in the works. No one knows anything about it. But maybe that would be more on this level. I don't know.
Yeah.
Update on Hannah and Beth Washington, the twins who are still missing.
1 year ago tonight, the Washington girls left the safety of their
Wait, they're still missing. Didn't we see them die?
Yeah, we did, but they fell into like a cave, and the big ice, they never found the bodies.
Oh yeah, because they were just like running through the woods away from this.
Right.
Pursuing their construction project and claimed the land was sacred to his forefathers.
There is still the old sanatorium on the mountain. Could he be hiding there?
My officers did search the grounds, but the girls themselves couldn't have made it that far.
Something about that mountain seems to breed tragic events.
More than you know, Marty.
Well, thank you for joining us,
More than you know.
More than you know.
On this,
It's the radio host. That's who did it.
and Beth Washington.
Oh, radio host.
Alright, let's do that again. Alright. Well, hello, friends and fans. It's beyond awesome to have you guys all back this year. First off, I gotta say, I am super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
They're doing it in the same place after that happens?
What's that?
They're doing it in the same place a year after that happens?
Yeah, a year later.
Come on.
It's the family cabin, so.
I suppose, but...
You're all probably worried about me, and I know it's gonna be tough on all of us going back after what happened last year, but I just want you all to know, it means so much to me.
You can see his actual body language and how he's moving his head.
And from watching enough Mr. Robot, like, he's got a very particular way of moving his eyes around that I feel like they're kind of getting in the character model.
Yeah, the center of the face is really where it's the most. The jaw isn't quite his jaw.
Yeah, it's a little bigger maybe than his is, but
You know.
And his is more like sharper.
yeah,
This
definitely
is
a sharper.
softer.
Porn stars, okay? Make this one trip.
Party like porn star. Classy, bud.
Super classy. Hey, Rami Malek is a classy dude. All right.
I mean, he's the partier. He was drunk and.
Yeah, but he was the one that wasted when everything went down. So you've got some guy that was threatening the family, right?
Yeah.
His parents, the sisters and Josh's parents, right? Trying to get them. He's like, "Oh, this is sacred land. Like this belongs to me." And then you've got a sanatorium somewhere on the mountain.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, very topical song for a game where your goal is to try to get everyone to survive. Try to tell you the premise before you even get there. But yeah, I guess like we know that there's a dude out here who was involved
Right, we
in
say he had a
that.
flamethrower. And
As far as that everyone else knew, I guess they just went off into the woods after the prank and got lost in the snow or whatever.
ooh, machete.
I was gonna say, yeah, they've done that shot
Did
twice
you
now
know-
when they arrive, so this dude somehow knows when they're arriving.
Right. Did you know that the Danny Trejo Grindhouse like
Machete.
uber gore machete movie is a spin-off of Spy Kids?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Is it a
He's
spin-off?
he's actually in Spy Kids
As
before they
Machete?
made before they made it.
Machete?
Yeah, that was before they made Machete.
I thought it was a
He was
reference
their Uncle
back,
Machete.
a nod backwards.
Yeah, no. He's
That's
totally like
cool,
in the
man.
background. It's just one of the weirdest things you could connect,
I did
right?
just
Like,
see that. I was like, the subtitle said his character's name was Machete, and I was like,
what?
wait, is this Machete?
like
Machete?
the uber violence. Yeah. Okay, apparently that's a
Diligent,
Spy
considerate,
Kids.
adventurous.
And you can
Silent.
actually alter what traits they are fulfilling. Like you can kind of
Yeah.
manipulate their personalities depending
Okay.
on.
He's just diligent. I mean, there's a lot of like getting into a roleplay headspace in this.
Yeah, there definitely is. There definitely is.
I probably play them out of character, but then their character will start to like they'll give story reasons for it.
Right.
To cable. Oh, they have to take a cable car up to this cabin.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
that's
it's
why they
like
fell
all the
off
way
cliff.
up in the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tutorial. Everyone knows.
It'll
you use
stop
the right
popping
stick
up
to
once
move.
you get to the
Yeah,
cabin.
I
I
just
want
hate
to
when it's
say.
like stuff that simple, and they already showed that.
Yeah. No, it yeah.
Like, I guess we're starting a new, chapter and a new section of the game outside of the prologue, but
Yeah.
What?
do Gates busted crime over Chris. Chris is Rami Malek, yeah?
Rami Malek is Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Chris was the other guy that was passed out.
Okay.
So we didn't actually see his face.
Okay.
It also means he was not involved with the prank, so I mean,
Right.
Go Chris, I guess.
Climb over. Okay, what? Oh, I see. I mean, come on. We're not gonna...
Nothing's chasing you right now.
Yeah. Oh, she is adventurous, I suppose, but...
Fair.
Hmm.
Oh, and they're
quick time event stuff. I hate when it sits for 5 minutes. A YouTube video I should show you later. It's
there's definitely
the Dirt League guys talking about quick time events where the character is just monologuing through the whole
Oh,
thing
sure.
about how he just wants to actually fight the boss.
right.
Which
Well-
immediately reminded me of the Bane fight in Arkham, one of the Arkham games. where
Yeah.
Most, like, half of it was quick time event. It's like, I get it because it's Bane and he can, like, crush your skull or whatever, but...
Right. I think for me it just depends on is the level of writing a high
Yeah.
enough quality to where I'm enjoying that story.
Yeah.
Because then I don't mind.
What? Don't move.
Just don't move the controller.
Oh,
So-
motion control.
Yeah, so now there's going to be some moments where you're going to have to stay super still in the middle of like a...
That's a really funny... Oh,
Oh, so yeah, you can look
wow.
at all your traits and then your relationship to every other character.
Okay, and the twins, that's just clues about
Clues
everything
about
else.
them,
952, I assume, is that movie we're piecing together.
and then Mystery Man is
Mystery Man
that
is the dude
guy.
in the woods.
And then
Totems.
There's all of this.
and
Oh, and then these are like, you made this decision,
various-
which then impacted this decision, which
Yeah.
then...
Have you played Life is Strange?
I played it back when it came out.
Yeah. A little bit of the vibes of that. Obviously, that has its own, with the time travel and rewinding time
Mhm.
stuff. Does kind of its own thing. They did a sequel, and I never played it, but
I liked it okay, but I don't know, I wasn't
Yeah.
into it enough to like
right.
really
Well,
want to
that
come
on
back.
top of, I heard that they screwed over a couple of the voice actors, not bringing them back and not even offering it.
Well, it was an
um,
anthology, I believe, so it's like they weren't.
Well, it was
even-
one of the same characters.
Did
It was
they?
One of the
Oh.
one of the two main characters, and someone else didn't
Really?
get
Okay.
asked back. Oh, so they're talking about.
Oh,
Okay,
so
so this
it's
is
essentially
actually
like-
about that
Those are the
butterfly menu.
Yep. There's a few different kinds of toads. Right?
Loss, death, danger, guidance, and fortune. Oh, and so those will change.
So like the vision that you get will be like, oh, here's something you want to make sure you pick up, or like some slightly different.
Okay.
So it's a yellow one, I think.
Totem.
So that's guys. So that's advice. That's an advice totem.
Yeah. As you explore, you discover totem after begin with totem will reveal colored butterfly and a premonition of a possible future. Yeah, so we already saw the one. A bird landed
So-
on something.
So
Let's see that again. Bird landed on a
so
picnic
so
table.
whatever you're doing, don't fuck with the bird.
Found.
Basically.
Yeah.
And you've got another bit of that video. So every time you get just this
Oh,
little
but it
piece.
shows up in weird order. And driven mad.
Driven mad.
Madness in the concept of like the Lovecraftian,
Mhm.
chaos,
Dark
god
spirits.
induced like total ultimate madness is so bizarre to me because it's literally just fear and panic. It's
Right.
not like it's the concept of fear and panic as a permanent state that you're stuck in, but
It's like
not based
it's
in reality. It's something contrived in the horror genre.
right.
Past
Well, I'd
is
say that the if you wanted to put it into
real world.
lingo, it's just what shock is when something.
Yeah,
It's very going
yeah.
into shock is basically what's happening, or you're shell shocked.
Yeah. So like the games with like a sanity meter or whatever, I'm just like, it's not sanity, it's how afraid you are. And I
Right.
don't understand, like the linguistic calling it
composure.
sanity takes me out of it. If you called it how terrified you are, or how afraid you are.
Not in the bag, are you?
I think
feels
you got to
more
keep it to a
accurate to
single
me.
word to not clutter the screen.
True.
So,
Like, just
but
terror.
I was gonna say composure. How much composure do you
yeah,
have?
yeah. Talking about
I think that
where
would be-
full is the status of like health.
So you've got your shit together. If you, you're gonna
Is
snoop.
she adventurous? I can't remember what her things were.
She's
I could
adventurous,
look.
but she's also honest.
She's honest.
Yeah,
Okay,
so she
that's
probably
good.
wouldn't.
That's
She
what's
probably
good.
wouldn't like sneak in someone's stuff.
She's like loyal and stuff.
Yeah.
Butterfly effect. Okay, so we just got one of those things.
Which every time you see one of those, that means something
Yeah.
later in the game will be different.
Chris has a crush on Ashley. This is Ashley, right?
This is Hayden
Sam.
Panettiere
No,
as
Sam.
Sam.
Methodical, protective, humorous. Who is that actor? It looks like a young Drew Carey.
He does look like a really young Drew Carey. I never thought of that before.
Okay, no, actually I recognize him, and he doesn't actually look like as much like Drew Carey in real life.
Come on.
Here I can see it though.
Yeah.
Right around here.
This version of his face.
And I don't even know like exactly like how into the like. Oh, so then you get a clue, right? And then that fills up something in your
Yeah. Oh.
Tower
I was gonna say,
wanted.
does this have it written out where I can read it?
Yeah. Torn up wanted poster by a fugitive on the mountain, dated 1990 or 98.
Oh, it's been ripped.
It's been
They
ripped
did a pretty
down.
bad job of
They did
ripping
do
it
a
down,
bad
if you ask me.
job.
Oh, but it's not the face, I suppose.
Oh yeah, they took the face off.
6'2",
Face off.
last seen in 98. What year is it now?
I think it's present day.
Okay.
I think it's so 2014.
Yeah.
Just when it came out.
Wanting connection to first degree arson. Oh, okay. So there's already the ties of that flamethrower, dude. Anyone with information? Yeah.
Think we'll get a visit from
Isn't that a bit of a dark joke for him to tell the year after his friend died?
I mean, the like teen. I guess I think these are more college students, but
Yeah.
well,
and like humor to deal with tragedy is a very human thing, I guess.
yes, and also anytime there's like a group of teens for a slasher to go after, they're
Yeah.
always terrible people.
That's very true. That's very true.
It offsets how bad you feel for them getting
right.
killed.
All right. Here
Wait, we're at
goes.
the cable car station now?
Yep, but you're
Oh.
So now you're playing as
so there
him.
is some bit of weapon mechanic, yeah?
a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And also, this is one of those games where, like, if a character does die, they're dead, and the story keeps moving
Yeah.
based on the fact that happened. So,
Wow, nice shooting tits.
All right. Not bad. I'm a badass.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it was a wild case of beginner's luck.
Nah, I don't think so, girl.
Well, anybody and their brother can shoot a bottle that big, that close.
Oh, poor squirrel. That's the squirrel she just said hi to.
yep.
Is this gonna be... Yeah, no. I'm not gonna kill a little squirrel. Well... Honest, charitable, curious... Yeah, no, I don't think this dude's gonna shoot a squirrel.
Nice shot.
Your ass just got sacked.
Phrasing.
Hey, sharpshooter.
So an episode of Adventure Time where they there's like the Duke of Nuts, and he's like trying to warn him that there's an army coming, and he's like, they're gonna come sack your castle. He's like, who wants to sack my nut castle?
Oh my god. Alright.
It's amazing the adult humor that certain things are like.
They just like
to-
act like it's totally deadpan.
Oh yeah, Adventure Time had pulled some amazing jokes like that off. I mean,
Yeah.
like, oh god, there's an episode where they do is a Peppermint Butler. They like get him to do a favor for them, and then at the end of the episode, they're like, oh, you just let us know when you want us to pay that favor back, and he goes, I'd like your flesh. And they go, oh, and they laugh at him as you're so silly. And it zooms in, and his eyes turn black, and he goes, "I will take it from you while you sleep." And then it just the
my
credits,
God,
the
yeah.
credits just roll.
Who said that? What people?
I don't know. They said they found people sleeping in the station one time.
Creepy.
Hey, just like my hallway. I know what that's like.
Oh.
Real gentleman.
At my old apartment one time, for like a week, there was some dude. He must have like gotten kicked out by his girlfriend or whatever.
Oh.
He was sleeping on the stairs.
You could at least just pick the floor, right? Like,
Right?
don't you think that'd be more? Wouldn't that be
Oh,
more
he was on the
comfortable?
landing in between two
Oh.
levels of half levels of stairs, but it was
Huh.
just like right in everyone's way.
Trail of killing
Huh.
time at the shooting range. How long is this gonna take?
Oh, I want to go watch that Night Springs episode in there.
Oh shit! Night Springs.
Hotel and sanatorium, what a combo!
What
Oh,
a
for a healthy
crazy place to set up
body
house,
and mind.
No matter how rich you are.
I love the Night Springs Twilight Zone parody in Alan Wake, but I also I think even more so love the Futurama one. Do you know?
I haven't seen.
Oh my
that.
god, it's what god? I don't
That's
even
the
remember
house,
what
right? Or the cabin?
That's the cable car station there.
Oh, okay.
It was like the bathtub or like the jacuzzi in the cabin though at first.
Yeah.
But no, it's something like reality bend to the normal laws of physics in the scary door.
What's scary?
the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the deadliest of God's creatures.
The Futurama MASH bit is still one of my favorites.
Oh god, yeah.
It sums up the show so and I love MASH, but yeah.
I mean,
it's very high comedy. It's like freaking almost Abbott and Costello Hardy Brothers comedy,
right?
Juxtaposed with like the worst life has to offer.
Well, and I appreciate things that I like being poked fun at still.
Yeah.
Like in their own way. Like I think I Batman even, right? I love Batman, but like if you want to make fun of it, you can boil it down to a mentally ill dude that puts on a bat costume and throws shrapnel at other mentally ill people.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
Even if you're not going that hard on making fun of it, I mean, Harley Quinn has done a
oh yeah,
good
I mean, and that
job
pulls off like still doing it dramatic and like comedic all at the same.
I mean,
cannot wait for that third season.
Spoilers for season 2 or whatever. When Joker
skip ahead
pulls off
twice.
the costume,
pulls
off, or not. It's not even Joker. But when the mask is pulled off and he's pissed about.
Oh yeah,
it's
he's just angry.
Where's my flying car, Bruce?
Wonderful show, honestly though. Like that's my favorite DC thing in some time.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that third season.
So the teacher made him move to the front, where I was sitting.
Wait, who's she talking about? Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And next to Josh. That's how
Oh, Josh wasn't the obnoxious kid.
If it weren't for the fact that Jeannie Simmons hit puberty like 3 years early, and that day decided to wear a low-cut shirt that showed off her training bra, I mean, who knows? You could be riding this kid tomorrow, right now, or talking to some other person entirely. Boom, butterfly effect.
Okay.
That is so the like horror movie way of explaining that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely wanting to try and do.
Who's Mike?
Mike is the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guy.
Oh yeah. Confident, trusting, and irreverent. All right. She's trusting, and this dude is like the douche king. I mean, I guess it stands to reason a shitty dude like that.
She's also the like dumb blonde as far as your horror archetypes go.
Yeah. I mean, in a novel, she would be the last girl.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I guess that's what
like in Cabin in the Woods.
Right.
The virgin doesn't have to die, but she has to suffer.
Right. I just watched that again twice recently. That's such a good movie. If there are like things I could go back and watch for the first time again, that would be one of them. Like if I could erase my memory of it and watch something again. That's like
there are a number of great twists and
like I saw that.
I
saw that in the theaters when that came out. And then I saw it again a week later for my birthday when I couldn't have done anything else. I saw that a second time. That's what I took Alex and Michael and I was like, you guys, you gotta fucking see this.
Butterfly effect out there.
Seems that someone has a little crush on our good friend and dear class president Michael Monroe. And what kind of
So Sam told him, oh, don't snoop. But if you had snooped earlier, he would have been like, well, what, you did it.
Mm-hmm.
But because you didn't, didn't have anything snarky to say to you.
Now.
This is explaining
So
yourself,
she is with Mike.
Yep, she is with Mike.
And so he was just giving her crap for being sweet on Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Just
Mike and Em split. We're together.
Emily is Cheyenne from Superstore.
Yeah.
Em's out, I'm in. Oh.
like I'm in, like it's the fashion of the
Right.
season of
She's got some
she's in season.
You guys go ahead.
That wasn't funny.
I'm
I don't know.
just gonna wait here.
I had a thought and it didn't come out.
I know what you're saying though. It
What?
shows some of her character.
I mean, you know, whoever.
Sam?
Why is she trying to play it cool? She already just admitted that she was fine with
Right. I don't know. She's
knowing.
dumb blonde. Yeah.
Seriously, couldn't they have built the lodge like right where the cable car ends?
Resourceful, persuasive, and intelligent. Alright.
I don't think it would have been like as pretty.
Emily's new boyfriend. But he wasn't there last year.
I think he was actually. They just weren't dating at the time.
Got it. What a
You didn't get to see all their
Winter's
faces like,
first,
super well,
like,
so.
pseudo
And where's their
incestual group.
bellboy when you
Yeah,
Which I suppose again goes with the horror trope of
oh, this
horror
friend
trope
group
of-
always hangs out together.
of just like a weird group where the dynamics already got its own drama.
Right. And this, I will say too, like, this game is slow for a couple of hours. Like, it does take
Yeah,
some
it
time
makes
to.
sense, so you have to build it up.
And being like a 8 to 12 hour experience.
Jesus!
Of course. Wait, yeah, his girlfriend just got here, and he's out playing a prank on his ex.
Yeah.
Classy dude.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, okay. We know who you are, Mike. Intelligent, driven, persuasive. Okay, so they're both persuasive. Got it.
And intelligent and persuasive people are usually the most, like, sociopaths.
Yeah.
Michael, you're a jerk.
Come on, guys. We're all friends here, right? No need for violence, just a little harmless fun. We're up in the woods, it's spooky. Come on, let's get into the spirit of things.
Why would you want it to? Why would the spirit of things be spooky instead of just like hanging out and having fun?
Right.
Like that.
Like what?
I mean, I guess it's the
Yeah,
sanatorium.
the rules are different
there's
on the
already-
mountain, you know?
Yeah. There's already like rumor about the land. Back off. He's not gonna start shit right
Mike.
away.
I'm just gonna lay it out, otherwise this whole weekend is gonna suck ass for everyone.
I like this guy.
This is super awkward, and we all know it. Let's just acknowledge it now and move on, okay?
I like how if you want, you could force them into having just an alpha male, like, fucking roll off.
You guys gonna make out now?
Oh my god, totally. We're so gonna make out.
He moved like the Ken doll in Toy Story.
You know, I was gonna say Jeff Goldblum, but
Oh, totally Jeff Goldblum. Like especially
in Ragnarok with the giant hologram is
what's his name,
dancing.
Grandmaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I really hope makes a return in the MCU.
Absolutely.
Because you know that the Grandmaster Jeff Goldblum and the Collector Benicio del Toro are brothers.
We need to go find
Those two characters are
Oh,
brothers.
Interesting. Yeah.
And
okay.
the Grandmaster was like,
The
the
makeup is
Collector
similar.
pushed the Grandmaster through a wormhole to get rid of him, and that's how he ended up on Sakaar in the first place.
Okay. I like that I can check his characteristics. Earnest, charitable. Wait, Emily's pissed at me because I didn't like borrow down with with Mike.
She's she's the classic high school girl bully.
Yeah. Okay.
She's
That's so interesting. Like, I guess her vocal reaction to it told me that. I just didn't think of it in a meter sense.
Right.
Funny, brave, romantic, curious. So if he's like, he's not that brave. She's telling him to go on.
Yeah.
So she'll catch up.
Or she's gonna catch up. That's what she is.
He's gonna be romantic for this moment.
I really don't think you should head back down the trail by yourself.
Oh, that's what I didn't realize what
It's
we were
cold
talking
out
about.
and it's getting dark.
You're gonna.
I mean, he's
protect her
not
from it being
totally
dark.
wrong, because, I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's the middle of the winter during it's snowing
Right.
on a mountain in the
You can't leave me
winter.
alone for 5 minutes. You really think that little of me?
That's not what I meant.
Why can't you just listen to me? Why do you
She
have to
also,
question
I will say, just
everything I say?
nitpicks the
She's
shit
blowing it
that,
out of her proportion.
yeah, she's that girl from all those
Get it?
movies.
Get to the lodge as quickly as you can, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so like either way it goes.
In
either way he
that
walks
case,
away,
you ended. Yeah. So there are certain times
It
I
just
think.
changes their relationship.
Yeah, and definitely the earlier on in the game, the choices you make are less overall significant. But then just the further you get in, the more and more it starts to ramp up to where it's like there are times closer to the end where one QuickTime button event could, if you miss, could kill a character. Like just one button press.
Chris. Who's Chris?
Chris was the Drew Carey guy.
Okay. Inquisitive.
I like these terms we're coming up with.
At least.
So they have a crush. They each have a crush on each other.
No triangles going on yet.
No
Other than
the X's, I guess.
X's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashley, inquisitive, forthright, and academic. And she's just fucking spying on everybody?
Well, and then Chris Chris's thing said has a crush on Ashley, and her thing has a crush on Chris.
Okay.
Chris, they both.
Somebody's getting a little
Whoa.
friendly. I'm not in the friend zone kind of way. I might need to check the
And she's not.
their big breakup.
Well, she didn't look like she was.
They really
She pulled his
look like
hands
they're
away.
doing anything. Yeah.
Yeah. She looks uncomfortable. Oh my god, why do they keep doing that?
Hey, whoa. Sorry there. Sorry about that.
And while she's spying on his girlfriend being
Scaring you,
potentially.
sort of scary, but not like for real scaring you.
Gosh, oh my gosh.
Hey, wow. Man, I'm really sorry, Ash. Damn.
It's okay, it's fine.
He just got annoyed with that other dude.
We're doing the same
Check it
thing.
out.
That's where he got the idea from.
Yeah.
So encourage him to look or tell him it's broken so he doesn't worry about it.
What is she? Okay. She is honest. Yeah, I think she's gonna tell him. She doesn't want to, but you can see on her face she wants to.
Right.
Go ahead, knock yourself out.
And she's still got it directly pointed at them.
Bitch.
They just talked it out, man. Cool your jets. Cool it.
Nothing, you think?
Well, yeah.
Is it ever just nothing with him?
I mean, that's true.
I don't know.
Why are you? If you know that she's not.
Why be with her in the first place if she's such a bitch? And just in the behind the scenes feature with that actress too, she's like, "Oh my god, this was so fun! I never get to play a bitch." Is literally what she was.
Play someone who's just an asshole. Read book or check phone. Her phone's going off. What does it tell me if she likes checking her phone?
Does not get that specific. But
Okay, funny, brave, romantic, curious. Her phone looks like it's going off, right? Or is it?
I think it might just be playing music.
Oh yeah, okay. We'll read a book.
Why it's not in her pocket, I don't know.
Yeah, or like headphones in or something.
Oh, you did not just do that.
Put your hands where I can see them. We got you surrounded.
But who am I to retaliate? What choice do I, a simple young rebel girl, have but to surrender to the strapping military guard come to take me into custody?
Well, I don't know when you put it like that. Hey! Oh!
Give you some combat tutorial stuff.
What a funny way to do it.
Where are you hiding, little G?
His voice lines are like creepy.
Hey!
Oh, snap!
I almost missed that one. I wasn't paying attention.
This is that guidance totem you saw, where the advice was, don't do anything to the bird.
Yeah.
You got me. Okay.
But it was Mike that was moving in the visual.
Oh, okay. It was sometimes doing nothing is the right thing.
Can't hide from me, Michael. I know all your tricks.
It's like the soft rock in the background of this too.
Right?
Oh,
Right.
why don't you just...
And then what?
Oh!
No more.
Oh, that's right. They're dating now.
Yep, there they. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he's actually greeting his girlfriend.
Gotcha! Done! Done city.
done sitting.
So did I go.
What a pro. I hate him.
I think you'd know so if I did.
He reads a lot of Ray
All right.
Brodelberry.
Your worthy opponent, Miss Jessica the Snowball.
Okay, that sounds vaguely dirty.
My lady.
What's dirty about...
Ah! Oh, okay. Okay, you're really gonna get it.
What am I gonna get?
Well,
Just
I can think
murders
of
her.
at least one.
Yeah.
But you'll have to wait until later. We should get up to the lodge.
Yeah. It's so nice out here, though. Pretty breathtaking.
I mean, I could stay out here for pretty much ever, provided I was making out with you the whole time.
Just making out?
Whoa, whoa.
Well, I think we might freeze to death somewhere in between those quotes.
Not wrong. So they're up at the top now. Everyone's up at the top. Oh, who's getting here now?
Well, I think they just walked away, and then this is... I don't know. I don't know who that was.
That's baseball cap here.
So then one of these sequences bookends every like chapter. So that was like the whole first chapter.
I mean, the antlers on his... It's so much Emil Hartman in the whole room. I mean, Northwood's psychologist is gonna
Also,
have a Venn diagram either way.
This and Alan Wake both were supposed to be taking place in Washington too.
Okay, so it's the same
state even, like.
architecture and
You will see a set of pictures and symbols on which to identify which image in each set makes you the most anxious.
You know, if Hideo Kojima had gotten to actually make his Silent Hill game, one of the mechanics he's talked about that would have been in the game is that you were actually going to like sign a waiver, like a digital waiver when the game came on,
and
put in your phone number and email address, and you were gonna get like texts and emails, not even just when you were playing, but like literally could have been any hours of the night. Right, like at least the email part, like you could have gotten any time. Or you just get a text here somewhere, just to mess with you outside the game itself.
Based on the characters in this game, nobody well, okay. So Mike worries me, and Mike's ex worries me. Both of the two people who just kind of try to get what they want. But Mike is the one who is more, like, out to get people, it seems like. Oh, I was turning a page. I thought that was like a swipe left. Planes or crowds? Intriguing. That doesn't seem to have any bearing on anything that we've seen yet. Fear heights, I fear drowning. We'll go with my actual personal fear heights. We'll see how that tracks in gameplay. I've never, like, I can't remember what game, only one game has ever actually gotten me to, like, vertigo, feeling heights, and it was VR. So.
Right. Well, shit, VR. I feel like VR might do that, even with, like, a not horror game.
Right. Oh, I should have done Rats, just for the ghost song.
Whoa. Yeah. Rats.
Guns are scary, knives are scary. I don't know, I prefer slashers over just like a shooter movie. Oh, so we're doing a little bit of A or C now.
Yep.
Okay. Cockroaches.
Cockroaches are grosser.
Creepy. Yeah. Like a snake, especially like that picture with the rattlesnake. Alright, yeah, we gotta go with Pennywise over here. Oh, that's more like the Twisted Metal Clown.
It does look like the Twisted Metal.
Crows are scary. Gore. Just for the sake of doing a gory, right? A gory horror slasher is better. Crows, I think, are too often used as jump scares.
Yeah.
as a horror.
There's a good one in Resident Evil Village where you're at the beginning, you're walking through, and there's all these dead crows on the ground, and then there's those crows that are all like hanging from trees, and you walk into one of them, and it's still alive, and it starts spinning in like a circle.
Oh,
and it's a bit
like
of a
in the
jump scare, but
process
it's
of
also
dying.
an alarm system
Yeah.
to tell whoever that
you're
someone
near.
is nearby or someone who walked through.
I think they're what's the word they use in the Dark Half? I'm pretty sure corvids, like crows and ravens, are like psychopomps. So they in a lot of horror or like mythology and stuff, they carry the souls of the dead to the afterlife.
I mean, hey, there's the whole movie The Crow.
Is a good, yeah.
With Brandon Lee, that's totally like...
Yeah. I fear cockroaches I think cockroaches are a better...
Worse than spiders.
Like...
To me, for bugs, centipedes are like the worst.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
There's a sequence in Resident Evil 7 where you have to like do like the slide through like a really small space, and they start just coming out of the walls and falling on top of you. And Resident Evil 7 has a VR.
I played some of that.
That's right. I keep forgetting.
I got through the fight in the garage, and then
it was about.
We never played anymore.
That's such a
clown.
I love that game.
Zombies scare me.
At some point, I'm going to try and do I don't know if I'll do it on stream or if I'll just do it on my own time.
In this context, zombies would fit more, but
yeah,
I don't know. In terms of actually being scary, I feel like zombies... It depends on your zombie mode. Most of the zombies are...
I also think just pop culturally, the bite has been... Forget the pun. The bite has kind of been taken out of zombies a little bit. Like,
they're slow or whatever.
Yeah. Because, the original George Romero zombie, I mean, that was not even meant to be that scary and like, you're going to get... they didn't even really eat you in the original, right? It was a metaphor for consumerism.
Yeah.
And they would bite you once, and then it was a metaphor for consumerism.
Yeah.
Zombies didn't actually eat like brains until the 1984, I believe it is, maybe 85, Return of the Living Dead, which is a comedy spoof sequel to Return of the Living Dead. And this one, the comedy is called Return of the Living Dead.
The Living Dead.
Yeah, it's the original Night of the Living Dead and the Dawn of the Dead movies. It's like this comedy sequel to them.
Interesting.
And that is the thing that established zombies eating brains. It also totally does the Alan Wake, previously on every chapter.
And just the light white on, almost moon white on a black background.
Yeah. I cannot wait for...
I was going to say, we have to talk a little bit about Remedy.
I cannot wait to see just the remaster of the first game, the second game, Alan Wake, whatever they're doing. Remedy is easily one of my favorite game developers, hands down. I just E3's come and gone a while ago at this point, and I don't know what or in what way they'll announce whatever the next thing. I believe it's Alan Wake remastered, for sure. But however they announce that, I just Nancy about it.
They've expanded American Nightmare into a whole game now. That's what it was.
Well, I think I would hope that is if they remaster Alan Wake, I would be kind of surprised if they wouldn't have that as part of it. Just like a sub game mode,
like the type. Robin and Harley Quinn and
just have like it's
Red Hood storylines on Arkham. What does complex mean in this context? Isn't everyone complex? I guess not every horror.
That's true. That's true. Not every horror character.
His hat kind of looks like a modernized version of Jughead. Right, isn't it Jughead from those comics? Or
with the hat, the hat definitely.
I can't remember. The crown beanie he wears.
Yeah. Well, more or less, but it's so good to see you.
And now he's gonna be salty the whole time. I should have told him not to look at it. She's sitting there thinking that too. She's like, this guy's just not gonna talk for the rest of the trip. What did I do?
Yo, yo, yo. We get things moving up here or what?
Yeah, man.
Wait, Matt and Emma. Oh, gossip about the new relationship.
Or just ask him how he's doing.
Yeah.
Hey.
His sister's disappeared
alright?
last year, and it's his
I
best
know
friend.
it
I
must
think
be
he's
really
gonna.
tough, like you said.
Oh yeah.
I just meant that.
No, I know what you meant. You know, seriously, I'm over it. I just.
No, you're
just
not.
have a good time,
I
you
mean,
know? Like
clearly,
always.
the point is that he's not. But
Right, he's just
trying to
doesn't
avoid
want to
it.
talk about it.
Yeah.
What else? Maybe there's another way in.
There
But
are
no,
ways in, they're just all locked.
We'll see if the rumors are true.
Corner, we can get, like,
We may
get open or
get
something.
an announcement
You should
for
break in.
a new Dead Space game
I
tomorrow.
don't think it's technically
Oh.
breaking.
EA was not at E3, but tomorrow they have their EA Play.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
About 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So for us, that's 12 p.m.
Yeah.
And the rumors have been heavy. They've come from 4 separate,
Makes
very
sense.
reliable
Ooh,
industry
it's-
insiders.
Okay, unsettled or confident. I think he's gonna be.
I mean, how would you feel,
He's
right?
gonna be honest, right?
Yeah.
It's good
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do that.
definitely.
You doing all right?
Yeah. Aside from being kind of cold and vaguely creeped out by this place.
It's kind of weird being back up here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, super, super weird and probably uncomfortable. I would
I
think.
get that they're like hanging out, but I feel like the conversation just kind of ended,
Yeah, that one was just a little abrupt.
and that's just a thing in like video game conversations
Yeah.
in general. I mean, look at walking through the Citadel in Mass Effect or whatever.
Oh,
It's
sure.
like,
Yeah,
it's like one-line sentences with the people.
Well, me and Nadia have been playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 on
Yeah,
the
that's another
PS3,
one.
and when you go up to talk to a character in that,
Yeah.
it's like it's so cheesy bad
Force
dialogue.
Awakens, whenever you start walking away after you've talked to them,
Oh,
it's so
yeah.
funny to me because they'll be like in the middle of their last sentence, and he's like, "Gotta go."
No, I am. Oh, it was a bear trap.
Oh,
Somebody
that's
getting their
what it
hands
was.
stuck in a bear trap.
It didn't show me who, did it?
Nope, we have no idea
There's
who that is.
there's a little bit of like closed clues we could try to get into, but especially with this lighting, it's gonna be. We don't want to talk to you, dude.
But,
where am I supposed to be going, or is it?
You're definitely down that way. You're
Okay,
You're
so
going
this
the right way.
is the way to get the.
Oh,
little bit
sorry. I
extra.
meant the. Oh well, I guess there's. If
Yeah,
you want to talk
there's
to
a-
him, yeah.
There's a couple. questions.
Been a while.
Find like the extra stuff. Yeah, I mean this game is very rewarding for exploration.
Yeah.
Very
I
rewarding.
mean, same for.
Hey, you okay, man? Some people.
I think any great video game has rewards for
Well, that's
exploration.
one of the things that Alan Wake had is like.
Oh, the I
you
love
were,
that.
You were floating through the like. There's a lot of tension in the scene. And it was intense, but it wasn't.
Like scary.
Yeah, it just kept you in the ambiance the whole time.
Yeah,
It kept the level, but you're not. Yeah, when you're
Yeah.
going off collecting pages, there's not like 60 extra villains. or
Right,
whatever.
right. Well, I think Alan Wake sits into the kind of weird horror category
Yes,
that's popped up in more recent
absolutely.
years. Where it's more about it being surreal and hard to understand than it is about
Yeah.
it being
Which
actively scary.
Control followed up
Perfected.
on
I like
so well.
The only time Control, I think you could make an argument for being genuinely kind of scary is in the AWE expansion a little bit.
Yeah, I thought
Just
that
because
some
of
of the
the-
concepts, if you like think about it a lot, are like the board is a scary idea.
Yeah, like
but again, it's a
existentially
weird horror.
scary.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
precisely.
Um,
Or whatever that other thing. What was the former? I think?
yeah, the former. Yep.
I
The big
want to
with the one eye.
know a lot more about that.
Well,
Kind of gal, you know?
I believe,
I just wanna rip that
based on the
freaking
name,
off.
this is my own theory.
Who's he talking about?
The girl Ashley that he has a crush on.
Oh, wow!
Trying to
I already
encourage
made
him.
him that much more charitable. Is that just from telling her
I think so.
it was kind of weird? I thought that would make up my
yeah.
honesty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, his
Yeah.
relationship with Ashley is solid though.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm currently talking to Josh.
Yep. That's it. Yeah,
Um,
same.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
Hey, cut it out, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not gonna bang her, maybe Michael take up the case.
Wait, will you back off already?
Relax. Just checking to see if there's some blood flowing down there.
Yeah.
Listen, dude.
It feels like he's already been drinking.
Any
Like,
parents. I mean, can you imagine a more perfect, ripe scenario just dripping with erotic possibilities? You and Ashley alone.
It's like
what
Dennis.
word choice?
Sounds like Dennis. Like the
Yeah,
stuff,
right.
the stuff that he says sometimes.
Come in for the kill.
The Dennis system. Like, I feel like this character, like, internally agrees,
But he's like,
but
the
he's
way
like,
you're
your
saying it.
presentation is fucking bad. Okay, wait, let's see how romantic he is. He's not that romantic. Maybe you're right, feels like.
You're right.
You're a hunter.
Oh, I thought he was going to be more hesitant. That's what it is you never, with these dialogue wheels,
You're never
know.
100% sure how
There
it's
was
going
a
to
mod
sound.
for Fallout that allowed you to see the full voice line that they would say, and that was really nice to be able to get the whole,
My parents' lodge, bud.
Yeah.
get the whole context of what you were actually deciding. Because there were a few points, like there's the one line in Mass Effect that a bunch of players were upset because they didn't know they were romancing a character.
Oh, yeah.
Good way to get laid.
Yeah.
And it like screws up your whole romance line. Because then the two characters are upset with each other or upset with you or something like that.
Is that
Yeah.
something shiny? Oh, also I was going to say too, if the Dead Space announcement happens tomorrow,
Yeah.
the rumors are that it is a kind of in the same vein as the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, a remake of the first Dead Space.
Oh, that'd be
handled
cool, 'cause I-
supposedly by the Motive at EA, which is one of the studios at EA, which they did Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah.
So supposedly that developer
Turn off my GPS.
is doing a full-blown remake of Dead Space 1.
Nice
Yeah.
one.
I really hope that is the case and that they pull that off, because that's one of my favorite game franchises. Dead Space 2 is
I've played
one of my
through most
favorite
of
games.
I've played through almost all of the first one and then never got to the second one.
To me, the second one like I really like the first one too, but the second one to me blows the first one out of the water.
Huh.
Like Dead Space 2 is one of my
I
absolute
shouldn't have done
favorites.
that yet. I bet there was more Okay, I think that's a ski, but it looks like a rolling tray.
More attention at climbing class.
You mean Jim?
Yeah, you know, with the climbing up the rope.
Climbing glass.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Did I do that? What do you
I don't
mean,
think so.
bud?
Did I do that?
Yeah, right.
There is no.
Whoa, Chris, I just got an awesome idea.
Yeah?
Totally.
What is it?
Okay, so
There
go
is
to the
no
front.
Jaleel, only
I've got some
Steve.
deodorant in one of the bathrooms. You could use that with the lighter.
I don't follow. How's a stick of deodorant gonna help?
Spray. It to can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
now
my
I
god,
gotcha.
more flamethrower imagery.
Army dudes.
Yep, ones we melted. Just point the spray can in the
What?
lighter.
Just Mountain Army dude toys.
Why would you melt your army dude
Alright,
toys?
so you got this.
You know, it may sound weird, but that's actually from what I can tell, a very common. There's a lot of SIDS in the world.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, I would, like, line him up and hit him with an airsoft gun to knock him over or whatever, or
Right.
a rubber band gun, but melting is, you can't play with that toy anymore. That's my objection to it.
No, it's just sadistic.
Yeah.
It's just for the sake of it.
Shape, yeah. Watch the human-shaped thing fall apart.
Basically.
Okay, what is the color on your green?
By the way, NetherRealm
Yeah.
did announce that they are, as of the Rambo, Melina, and Rain character pack, they are done adding new characters to
Got
Mortal
it.
Kombat. Mortal Kombat 11. That's Emily.
Emily's getting burned.
But they said that NetherRealm's officially done adding new content to Mortal Kombat 11, and they have begun work on their next project, which I feel like...
Injustice 3?
Yeah, I just don't see...
I'd love to see them
unless
get
it's
Marvel.
a whole new, different thing.
Right.
It's got to be Injustice 3.
I'd love to see them get a Marvel...
there have been rumors about them doing a Marvel game, actually, which I don't believe, just because it's Warner Brothers that owns... Like,
right.
Then again,
so it's unlikely, but
to
they
be
did
fair,
such a good job with Injustice.
Well, that, and then also Traveler's Tales, which makes all the Lego games, which has made both Marvel and DC Lego games, is a Warner Brothers owned
and they've done
developer, and they have done Lego. They've
Yeah.
done that. So
Swears revenge on movie
ex-janitor convicted for arson, right? Swears revenge on movie mogul's family. So Josh and the two sisters' dad
committed on
is like
Blackwood Pines. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and then also Josh and the sister's father is a movie mogul.
Josh and his sister's father.
Yeah, the father. Yeah, the people that actually owned the cabin were staying. They were staying at.
So he's not gonna like tell anybody about this thing you just read?
If you find all of the clues, there actually will be whole scenes of dialogue that you otherwise wouldn't get.
The characters they're talking about.
Yeah, it'd be like one starts. Well, they don't. I mean, right now it's like, well, nothing weird has really happened yet.
Yeah, so they don't have reason
stuff,
to share information.
But once they do, once there is, they like actually do, based on the things that you pick up. Cool. So like you could, if you don't find everything, you could miss. You can straight up miss entire story.
I think I missed something outside because there was another flash in the background.
Was there?
Before I moved the.
Oh, okay.
And I knew moving that thing was a mistake because as soon as I started doing it.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody finds everything the first time they play this game either. So it's definitely like you do as much detective work as you can, but there's inevitably going to be.
I mean, games of exploring, I more tend to brute force it and just look in every nook and cranny than doing any real detective work. Well, that was interesting. The door just
probably the
closed. That skull is disproportionate. That's not quite right. Something about that skull is off. And I don't know if it's
I don't even know what animal it's supposed to be.
Oh, it looks like an oxen or whatever, with the based on the horns. I want to go back and look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can see that. Yeah.
Like a longhorn or something like that. But the
longhorns
in between the eyes and the start of the nose is a little too long. Okay, doorway there.
So you're on the main floor still.
Okay.
That's the door you're trying to get open.
Yeah. Some like kabuki mask up there, or something. Can't tell what it is. So if I want to keep exploring, don't open that door. Is what you're saying?
You could try, but you literally can't open it yet because you haven't gotten the deodorant.
Oh right, we're trying to heat up the lock.
Hi, Chris. Very funny.
All of them.
Shouldn't you be like getting the lock open or something?
On it.
On it. What a nerd.
There's a great
Chris,
there's a great little glitch that I got popped up when playing Knights of the Old Republic 2. Or went in to talk to a character, and as like the conversation part started, they were like the character model like went through the floor, and then came back up and went, "Something you need?"
Nice.
Just a goofy little like.
Nothing.
I guess power's out or something.
Yeah. I love touches like that.
Show up, the power's out.
Did I ever show you the
water's
video
all frozen?
Of my Telltale Batman where his neck was backwards the whole time? Talking to Gordon, like, literally with an owl neck.
You definitely told me about it. I never actually got to see it, though.
I think I deleted it recently because I was running out of space.
Sure.
But, Fallout has so many, like, little weird visual glitches like that, and how
it's because they don't finish those games before they put them out.
Well, and then 4, in the back of tons of cutscenes. You have vertibirds, the helicopters,
Right.
falling down on the character you're talking to and killing them, and it's like quest failed. Like
I don't understand. I truly don't understand Bethesda having any real like reverence or popularity. Honestly,
except that I think that
I've never liked one of their
Bethesda
games except for
hardcores
Morrowind.
enjoy those ridiculous bad bits. It's become like a meme.
Yeah, I mean,
within
yeah.
the Bethesda fan. I mean, like this
Yeah.
helicopter troll
Right, I
in
mean, so
Skyrim.
and that,
stuff
like it is
that.
funny. I'm not even
But
like
you're right. It's not a functional.
the
game in that
only
moment.
game of theirs I've ever liked is Morrowind, because I'm a big fan of the original two Fallout games.
Right. Yeah.
And so when they did
people who
Fallout
like
3,
the
I
original
just
two Fallouts don't like 3 and 4.
well 3 in
and a lot of
particular
people
to me.
started with 3 that hadn't. Played.
Right, so that's the thing is I mostly understand people being big fans of Fallout 3
Yeah.
through the lens of it was their first game.
Right.
But if you have played the first two,
Whoa, I'm going down stairs. Okay, I don't think I know where I am.
if you have played the first two Fallout games,
Yeah.
the story the story that is in 3 really just remixes the story in the first two games,
Yeah,
but not
because
as
it's
good.
Sort of, I've heard people. It's like as close to a soft reboot you can get without being a soft reboot.
Yeah, and it just I don't know. It just
That's the
it wasn't
same
effective to
skull
me.
shape. Oh, the eyes are different, I suppose. Similar, like the too long. It looks like the Mandalorian emblem. more
Oh,
than a skull,
yeah, it does actually. Huh.
but with antlers this time. I think antlers, and of course now that I've seen it, I mean Hannibal did the deer imagery
right, yeah.
so well. But I think that deer imagery, both being fragile, but also the antlers and the violence that comes inherently from that,
Yeah.
is such great horror imagery.
Oh, absolutely.
There's like innocence, but also. Did I look at this already?
I think you might have.
Okay. Did I go backwards at some point? Room.
Yeah,
I think I
because you want to be
tried that
going
door.
upstairs.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to find. What did you say? Like the upstairs.
There's
bathroom
somewhere around here. There's
whatever.
like another stair set or something. Let's see.
These camera flips are a little disorienting.
Yeah, it's like the fixed camera angles, almost like the old Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah, that's what it immediately made me think of. Which is, I mean, kind of a horror homage in itself, putting that.
Right. I'm just glad
Except
that the tank controls aren't a thing,
That's
though.
what I was saying. Holding back doesn't moonwalk anymore.
Yeah, I that's the thing is I can't play those old Resident Evil
Did
games.
they
I don't
keep
like
that
them.
in the remaster?
Oh no! When they did, that's the thing is the Resident Evil 2 and 3, like the.
Oh yeah, they have they done the first?
So there was a remake of the first one in 2002 on the GameCube that remade the '95 original, right, or '98 original.
What's this room? Oh, I'm hearing like weird, creepy whispers. That seems new.
And in the 2002 GameCube remake of the first game, that still has the fixed camera angles. Although the tank controls aren't nearly so obnoxious.
Tank controls is the perfect explanation of those
Weird, I don't see the stairs up. I know they're somewhere around here. Maybe they're not in this room? Or oh wait.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, there they are.
There's something else glowing. There's another room back here, I think. Past this. The panning is a little bit better than, I mean, obviously it's better than that early Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah.
But this room feels like the angle that drove me the most wild in that. So there is some power.
So yeah, some stuff must be online.
It's bad news, I'm afraid. We've been through the case files, and there's nothing we can do. He's a free man. We don't have the legal power to restrict his movement. I know it's not what you wanted to hear. So call me if you want to know more.
End of messages.
Light those candles.
Right, that should be a
It's
mechanic.
right there.
That definitely should be a mechanic.
Also, his hand is like burned severely. At this
I know,
point,
right? It's been so the lighter fluid run out.
Yeah. Okay, it was across this room into the left. Oh, there's a table there. Oh, okay. We're just gonna make a maze out of this furniture. That's a natural layout for a room.
Oh no! So I was gonna say though about this Dead Space remake. If that's what this happens, that's a really interesting choice because EA has been improving a little bit their development process
and their addiction to pay to play.
Yes, I mean, one is they got
way improved.
they got in such trouble because of Battlefront 2, right? That game,
they took out all of the paying stuff, and it's all just unlocked by playing now.
Right, and that's like the game that got the most backlash, like internet. You had like internet, like
it was the loot box thing was. There were laws written about it.
Yeah, not so much here, but in like England, in France,
sure.
Europe mostly.
Yeah. Because they've been harder on the gambling laws.
They have, yeah. But even here, you had AOC and Marco Rubio really? Getting together to work on like a fuck you EA bill. Well, that's how you know you fucked up bad when like when people like that are willing to go like yeah, but also fuck EA. Right? You know, but like. So there was that, right, which is this huge scandal, and that really brought the pressure down on loot box gaming in general.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Respawn Entertainment made Jedi Fallen Order, which is there wasn't even DLC for that. In fact, there was some free DLC that, like, through updates they came out with that game. But that game was a complete complete project. Yep, it's down this
so
way.
similar to where I went into that narrow area. No, it's a different room.
Yeah, it's a different room.
The sound of this, I guess it's the wind is. Oh, the base is building too. The slight scoring as you progress through this has been really impressive. And that rattling window, I guess.
Right. Well, but like with the way that EA didn't interfere and allowed Respawn to do what they did, right? They made a single player game with no multiplayer, no microtransactions, not even any paid DLC
when it came out.
Yeah, it was the game was a little glitchy maybe a bit, but they fixed it relatively simply.
Oh my god, what the shit was that?
The Wolverine.
Oh.
Perfect.
Sorry, did I squish you?
But then, so Jedi Fallen Order, and then you had Star Wars Squadrons, which I also thought like, wow, here's a multiplayer game. They only charged $40 for it. It also has no microtransactions at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Free DLC. Then you've got the Mass Effect trilogy, right?
Yeah.
They even took out the shitty multiplayer they forced into 3 for the
I
remaster.
liked that multiplayer.
Did you? I don't mean to offend,
it wasn't great. Like it made no sense with the story.
Sure.
It made no sense with the game. But some of the mechanics in it did better stuff multiplayer.
They talked about putting it in later if enough people were asking
on the
for
legendary one, right?
Yeah, but it's not in there like to start with. They said they'd consider adding it.
I don't need to play it again, but I had some fun playing it.
Fair.
I like the co-op survival waves multiplayer more than I like PvP.
Well, and that's what the Control multiplayer game is going to be. Because did you hear about that?
Oh,
it's going to be like that kind of co-op thing where it's you're a team and you are fighting against whatever it is, and it's its own standalone.
Oh my
game.
god, he's fucking picking with a fight with Matt after we were just cool. Don't pick a fight with the jock.
I feel they're both. I feel like they're both kind of jocks, honestly.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like the other guy's like douchey or jock, I guess.
Yeah, no, he's more of a jock for sure, or at least in personality.
Yeah.
And then It Takes Two. With EA,
I gotta
too.
see that.
That game is
I've been talking about it.
fantastic.
I've been waiting for it to come out on sale, but I have a feeling it's gonna be on Game Pass eventually.
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Like, or I mean EA Pass.
Right. Well, yeah, because EA just put all their stuff on Game Pass.
Yeah. So eventually it'll be on there.
Right. I don't think I will ever use Game Pass.
Well, I mean, you don't do any digital.
I mean, I don't like digital gaming in general, but Game Pass especially to me is like, yeah, it's cheap, it's convenient, but like, what if I get into a game and they take it out?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like if I pay for something, I want
through a couple of games because they're coming off.
Right. My thing is just if I'm paying money for a game, I expect to own it and have permanent access to it at my leisure for basically forever. And so I don't know. To me, there is this push. There's this push in general from governments that they you know they're getting into this shit with the housing market right now, where they're trying to make it so that basically it's just a nation of renters and no one ever owns a house ever. And I feel like that's kind of what they're doing with entertainment, with games and stuff. And like they've already done it with streaming services. That's what those are.
Well, I just saw Netflix is going to start adding games to the.
Yeah, I'm very
I think it'll be bizarre.
What are you doing?
They're overreaching. Okay, he's with Emily.
Yes.
Ostensibly.
Yes.
I mean, their relationship is.
I think Emily's just a bitch, though.
I was gonna say him defending Emily feels out of character. Or him trying to defuse it.
Right.
Saying, chill out, Emily. Emily's going to be more upset about that.
Yeah.
She wants him to
She'd rather you,
He's rather you pick there for 5 minutes,
just like, I was like how the eyes actually will glance to between the options.
He just looks like everyone's staring at him waiting for him to answer. No, I mean, I don't think he wants the attention, right? He's just about. I like the curious is one of them. It's very out of place with the rest of that. He wants to diffuse it, but he's not gonna be with Emily by the end. That's just what's gonna.
Shut up, Matt. Stay out of your dumb oath. Hey, watch it. Oh,
Whoa.
You're the only one who can put him down? No one else can play with your toys? You're such a bitch. Whatever. I don't give a crap what you think.
At least I can think. 4.0 bitch, on a roll. Suck on that when you're trying to sleep your way into a job.
Who needs grades when you've got all the natural advantages you can handle?
Oh.
You couldn't buy a moldy loaf of bread with your skanky ass.
Serious? You think that's insulting?
That bitch is on crack or something.
What the shit?
I love that response.
Yeah, now he's gonna just be like, excuse me?
Jessica, you need to shut your mouth, okay?
No. You're the one who needs to keep your nose out of other people's business.
It's all of our business. We're all in this.
Right.
Everybody a week, right? Or like a weekend or something.
Yeah, at least a weekend.
This
Yeah.
is not why we came up here. This is not helping. It's not what I wanted. If we can't get along for 10 minutes, then maybe we need a little bit of a break, right? Mike, why don't you check out the guest cabin when I told you about it?
Yeah. All right. Want to go do that?
Any place without that whore.
Just right up the trail.
Glad that's over. So.
That's Matt.
Yep.
Should we get this fire going?
Where's my bag?
Huh?
My bag, the little bag with the pink pattern, the one I got on Rodeo. Matt, are you listening?
on Rodeo.
Oh my god, don't you remember? Next to the Italian shoe place where I got
cares
the
where you got the
stilettos,
bag? Tell us where you last had it.
All over that girl at the counter.
Well, I mean, she was asking.
Their relationship is great.
Right, because she gave a shit about your designer leather jacket.
Why do you hate my jacket?
Matt, I need my bag.
Oh my god, Em, maybe you just forgot it.
Do you seriously think I'd forget my bag? Do you?
Yeah.
You must have
And the three of them over there are just like.
And Josh is like, I'm gonna just tend to this fire.
Okay.
Right. So
It's
she
the
still
sex.
thinks they're
That's all. That's
dating.
it. They have good sex, and that is all that is going on there.
Personality-wise, they're not a fit for each other.
No.
Everyone is you're setting yourself up for Psycho. The other two are going to a cabin on their own.
Right.
And these two, Matt and what's her name?
Matt and Emily are going to find her bag somewhere.
Yeah, going out into the woods.
Which is like your Friday the 13th kind of.
Coziest, most romantic.
Well, same for cabin.
We're cabin, I mean, yeah.
If we ever make it.
I have a feeling luck's on our side.
Yeah, I didn't do the fear of drowning one because I was like, that's just gonna turn into Camp Crystal Lake.
Right.
The game, which, that one multiplayer. Not the Friday the 13th one. That looked cool too, but
that was fun. It was a bit glitchy and unfinished, but it was fun. There's an Evil Dead one that is got more actual combat in it that is going to come out. And that I think actually looks like a lot of fun.
What's the one?
Might be the one Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah,
that just has a bunch of horror IPs.
Yeah, well
I gotta try that one.
They just recently, I think the most recent edition was Silent Hill. So now Nemesis is one of the killers you can play as, and Leon and Jill are two of the survivors. You can also play as Ash from Evil Dead as a survivor, Ghostface from Scream, Michael Myers from Halloween, Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. Pyramid Head from Silent Hill is in it. It's like the main character from Silent Hill 3 is a survivor. They've got a lot of stuff. There's the Stranger Things one. Yeah, there's a ton in that game. There's a ton.
Whatever horror IP they could get their hands on, basically. I'm surprised. I mean, it's really kind of without all of the commentary on horror. I hate cuts like that, where I'm pushing forward and suddenly I have to be holding back, or the character starts
she starts walking back around the other way
to the other scene, and then you just get stuck flipping between these two fixed cameras.
It is freezing out here.
That's something I can help you with.
Wasn't she the one who was just saying she wanted to stay out there?
Yeah, she was.
I mean, I guess it's an hour later.
Oh, there's a sign or something.
Huh?
If you take a couple steps backwards, there's a sign on one of those trees on the right side.
This is something I can.
Yeah.
Not a lot of TLC.
Private property. Yeah, that's it.
Still.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's about 5:40 too. So whenever you feel like you want to be wrapping up, just to let me know, and then this will go up on YouTube. Pretty much right. I just put everything up there immediately.
Yeah.
There's no delay. I know some people kind of make a thing on their channels of like
what days it comes out.
Yeah, I'm just. And
I mean, eventually, if you have multiple streams a day or whatever,
I probably would do that. Yeah,
that'll be more useful. But
one show I don't know if I've told you about that. Me, Alex, Michael, and Ulysses came up with to do, and this will be once we have cameras. Excuse me, my voice just cracked there. Once we've got like cameras and I've got a better computer, I can really run the stream all through that. We don't even have to have a game going to do a stream.
Right.
We have this whole idea of taking like really terrible board games, like finding really bad board games, taking like 4 shots each, and then trying to figure out how to play them.
Oh, I would be down to.
We also talked about specifically doing even good. Excuse me, God, digestion there. Even doing good games but drunk. So like we talked about trying to do like speed risk. Like wasted speed risk, like you've got like a 10-second timer, where like you have to fucking make your move that fast.
Right. Let's see what this is. The clown just punched her in the face.
Yep.
That's her death.
Danger.
Oh,
danger one.
Wasn't to death.
Now, you've got a few more of those now. That video should be a little bit longer.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, slowly starting to fill in.
Miracle mineral, is that what it said?
And driven mad murderers. Human flatter.
Just these tiny little pieces. I have yet to play this game and get every totem in a single playthrough. So I have yet to find everything in a single. I always forget where at least one or two of them are, and
yeah. I mean, it's like trying to find all the pages on your first time through Alan Wake.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, totally. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I think I only ended my 360 save of it with I think I still had 4 pages to find.
Well, with Alan Wake 2, the thing too is that when you start over, play a new game, you keep you can't read all the pages you've had. Whereas this, all that stuff you're finding is reset every time you start it over.
Yeah.
So there's no way to I have this stuff already, and now I'll find this other. There's no way to
Totally. Wait, there's already music playing in this cabin when I turn on the power?
That's just your phone.
Oh. Got it.
Hannah and Beth.
I think they'd clean it up.
Well, they never closed the investigation.
Okay, I'm getting the creeps now.
You probably should.
It's all such a blur. Barely even.
Well, I mean, you're pretty responsible.
It's your fault.
Played a stupid, half-baked prank that probably got Hannah and Beth killed.
Hey, I mean,
It's true.
not
It's
our
absolutely.
fault. They ran into the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, they made the choice to go out into the woods, I guess, but it is your fault that they were upset enough that a situation like that happened. Get out of my flashlight way. I'm trying to burn Taken here.
God, can you imagine Bert getting to do that in 4K with all those,
the flocks of birds.
Oh, the lighting systems, the graphical fidelity that you could have on that.
The game is all about light and dark, and especially putting
with the
that
ray
on
tracing?
OLED with the ray tracing and everything.
Hell yeah. I mean, Control looks amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, if just Alan Wake looking as good as Control. When you get that little bit of... You do get to see that little bit of Alan in Control, right? Like, you get that little glimpse of him, and you do get to see an updated character model. It's pretty impressive looking.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, I still have all 7 of my limbs.
Yeah. Can you get out?
What was that little
I don't know.
visual
I can
flash?
hardly see anything down here.
This dude's, he's not cautious.
No.
Hey, handsome. Wanna help me move this cart thing?
I can't move back to that other.
I guess there's nothing back there.
Isn't the visual design of that guy? Isn't it My Bloody Valentine?
This is very My Bloody Valentine. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I didn't even. I honestly wasn't even thinking about that.
Movie, but I saw the trailer a billion times and I saw half of it.
The original '70s one or the remake? The remake. So the remake is Dean from Supernatural in it. Jensen Ackles. The original is actually pretty good.
How overall, having not finished it, I don't remember.
The remake? I thought the remake was kind of weak, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. It was not.
The '70s one is pretty cool.
Okay.
Well, then Jared Padalecki from Supernatural was in the remake of House of Wax with Paris Hilton.
Oh yeah.
And then there was an older house, Vincent Price, I think, House of Wax, the original. I don't know. I just see my thing with remakes for movies is I think you should only. I mean, if you've got a really cool idea, sure, maybe something really unique. Yeah, but otherwise, I actually think that remakes should specifically be reserved for bad movies. take a bad movie that wasn't good the first time around, see if you can rework it and like find a way to make it good. Remake bad movies. That's what I think deserves to be remade. It's a little different
Something
with
where
video
the idea
games.
was good, but the
execution just didn't work. And then you could kind of say, oh hey, don't do. We know a little bit of what not to do.
Yeah.
That was Jessica.
Jessica's been gonna be in the moonlight naked somewhere apparently. Oh, for a second I thought that X that popped up was a QuickTime event.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I'm not gonna get this one. I almost missed the minecart and killed Matt right away.
Right.
I probably would have broken his ankle or something like that.
I think he just falls over. I think it's more that he looks embarrassing in front of her than anything.
She just started wandering off in a different direction. Bye, Jess.
She'll catch up with you eventually. Yeah, eventually she'll figure it out.
Oh, they got this music.
It's a cigar. A fresh cigar stub.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe someone who's obsessed with fire. Mystic symbol. Oh, so there is something about these skulls that's
historical.
Cave.
Alright.
Native American, right?
I don't think so.
Native American Laura's horror trope is,
Close one.
I don't know, passe or like overdone. I mean, it's like pets. Just reminiscent
I
of
feel like I haven't seen it that honestly in a while. Like I feel like yes, it's a horror cliche, but it's also a horror cliche that was done to death, and then they stopped doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I suppose.
And then nowadays, I feel like I don't really see it.
Yeah.
Like Poltergeist, Pet Cemetery. Like you had a bunch of them right back in the day, but I do feel like it's one of the horror tropes that kind of died out.
Yeah.
Fixer-upper.
Well, so like, if it, say that symbol is Native American, I'm not going to give any spoilers one way or another. But why is it in a like 50s American-made like mine shaft from the 50s? That was clearly not something Native Americans produced,
absolutely.
right?
Well, didn't they say this was one of the things said sacred ground?
Yeah, the guy that was like yelling and like threatening the family that owned the cabin.
Yeah, that's right.
That guy was saying this is sacred ground, you shouldn't be here. But that's probably not the same person that was making like a industrial mine or whatever.
No, but it might be part of the same history.
No, that's true.
Okay. Yep.
I have to pretend that I don't know anything to put myself in the right mindset.
This is another fortune one, I think.
I think this one's a guidance one. Oh no, a lost totem.
So what is the lost totem, and how is that different from a death? Like, that showed her dead, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, that is what it looked like.
Someone else's loss, I suppose, where a character will be severely
Maybe it's the difference between a death that happens when you're playing as the character versus a death that happens when you're playing as a different character.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's like you getting a character killed versus... Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
But that looked like the same environment as
the
other place we just saw, cabin. What do they call it? The Black Room or whatever?
Blackwood.
No, I was thinking of the cabin in the woods.
Oh,
room.
yeah, the black room, I believe. Yeah.
Where do you see the Lincoln bedroom?
Oh, are you planning on getting presents?
I don't even know what that means.
Take a ride on Air Force One?
Right?
Save some speech, buddy.
Ooh, telescope.
All of them just riffing on political jargon?
Gonna look at the clouds, gonna look at the cabin. Whoa.
Alright.
I just saw someone at the cabin.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get like into any of the like intense portions of this game really, but today. But we'll have to try and do this relatively soon.
Yeah.
especially to keep
I was
the
gonna
story
say, like,
fresh.
we can schedule something weekly then.
Yeah.
Let's go hug a bear.
Let's
Come
go
on,
hug a bear.
Did you look through the telescope?
Oh, I didn't. I guess she did.
Bear.
Let's not hug a bear. What a delivery.
Very
for
Nicolas
that line.
Cage like.
Yeah. Or Busey.
Yeah.
It's like a flash of something.
So fast you couldn't even really tell what it was.
But she didn't see anything?
Well, she said she thought she saw something weird, and then she was like, "Here, look," and then you saw the quickest little.
Yeah. Does it come back, or is it?
Oh, not here, but you'll definitely see
Yeah, no,
at some point.
I was just wondering if it would.
Again, babe? It's just us up here.
God, I wish they sold eggnog year round.
What?
I wish they sold eggnog year round.
I mean, you can make it.
That's true.
I'm not a huge fan.
Lazy. I like it depending on the brand. I've had some brands I really disliked and some that I really
Like the
did.
Schroeder's Caribou had.
Yeah.
Wait, is this where we came from? I'm seeing.
I think that's where I think it was to the if you go back
Yeah.
up and then down to the left. I think is where you want to go. But oh god, this game just gets so. It's very creative. I think it reminds me of Cabin in the Woods, just the way that it plays around with tropes. And we're not to the point where it's really started to do a whole lot yet, but
Right, it's just
this is the setup
to other horrors.
Yeah, you can definitely see its influences, and we're mostly in the setup phase at this point.
Yeah.
But I think next time, our part 2 stream, I think we'll start to get into a bit more of a.
Yeah. All right.
I believe there is a good, like a chapter end coming up fairly
a good spot
soon.
Another deer. And crow.
Watch out for him, Frank.
I was just flirting? What a line. Let me read your face, bud. What are you thinking? You don't look like you were. I mean, I guess that's a
Kinda looks like
recovery line, but
Yeah, it's more of a well, it's like
saving face.
More of a yes, and also if you take it her joke super seriously, it's probably not going to come off very attractive to her.
Right.
Is another thing too. As far as what he's looking for.
I was just flirting with the bird. Is that the?
Yeah, man, it's just mild bestiality. It's the anime in this.
Just answering its mating call. Okay.
Got a lot of love
That actually was a funny way to spin that as a flirty. I don't know. That was better wit than I expected from this dude. I mean, I don't really. Can I just? Okay, nope.
Okay,
we just isolated these two even more, and I almost didn't even realize.
Crossing a whole river.
They're literally crossing another boundary. That you take out one bridge and.
Right. Well, and I as douchey as he comes off, I honestly think he's one of the most entertaining characters.
This guy?
Yeah. I definitely think he's one of the most entertaining parts.
You for the glass half empty type.
You got a better idea?
Stand back, Debbie Downer.
She's funny too.
That's the thing, is these characters all, you only spend a few minutes with them and they do seem like the stereotype characters.
Yeah.
But as it goes on, just spend enough time with them and you start to see the different elements.
Yeah. I mean, that's any movie.
Right.
You're informed by tropes at the start. She's gone.
And we're any horror movie, if you look at our time, any horror movie would be over by now.
Right.
Whereas we're looking at a game that's 8 to 12 hours long. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Say 8 hours at least.
Sammy!
What?
You wanna help me get this fire going?
Well.
Is she dating someone?
Into the bath.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, do you need any help with that?
Hardly are.
Sam Raimi's delivery is just so uniquely He just like always sounds awkward in every situation. And
PG guy.
All right,
What is-
Josh, let's see if you know how to hook up the hot water in your big fancy lodge.
that water was splashing a lot right by the faucet.
Well, this could be either a good stopping point, or we could. I think there's an actual chapter break
I'm
that's
fine with
coming
going
up
until this chapter break.
pretty soon.
Seems like that'll be a nice stopping point. Sure. So is the dude asking question, is that the start of the chapter or the end of the chapter?
That's the start of every new chapter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how each chapter will
So, I mean, based on the questions and all the stuff that's going on and the predictions we've seen or whatever, there are multiple murderers going on at this point. Like, we've seen a clown and we've seen this flamethrower dude.
It definitely seems like there's a few different things happening at one point. Plus, like the tones that or the settings, right? You're saying like this character is going into My Bloody Valentine, this character is going into some Psycho, or this character. They're all kind of going into these different places.
Like, you can't get more classic horror imagery. Oh, okay, we got a rocking chair here.
Right.
From oh, that's also Norman.
Yep, that's Norman. Norman Bates. Ooh, it's a tattoo shop.
Did you
remember
watch all of that
Hannah,
show?
the sister they played the prank on, had that butterfly tattoo? Which, of course, the butterfly effect thing, and then give her that.
I like the imagery they did at the beginning of the veins going down on the.
Yeah, that's cool, right? I love that.
Cool way to visualize that. Happy Christmas, 2010, sis. Love, Josh. I mean, that's another porcelain doll.
Yep.
I mean, they do even do that in Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, because it's the little ballerina with the teeth face, or the giant leg.
What a good monster design.
I do kind of want to see, because if you remember in Cabin,
that universe.
Yeah, well, they obviously they ended it. Oh, so she had a crush on Mike before they played the prank on her.
Yeah,
the one sister.
They knew that.
They knew that's why they
Yeah.
did it. They were
Okay, I want to see the other things. There's a thing from Josh on there. Season's greetings. So setting more winter scenery. Man, I wish I had just had a first-person button to look at the details in that, because I bet they made other ones. You have to at least populate it with images. And who's H? Oh, Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last name.
Uh-oh, this is not going to work. Wait, okay, actually, I want to read this.
The full thing. If you go into the menu, it'll make. If you go into the menu, that should, I think, give you an easier version of it to read. To the.
Awesome was almost.
Run away from home or get a tattoo.
What's that?
Do something really wild. Run away from home or get a tattoo. So she got the tattoo to attract us.
Practicing G minor on the piano. That's not. I guess you can practice songs within the key of G or like exercises within G, but practicing G minor on the piano is just run away from home. So she did that too. Anything to Drake. I mean, it's for lure, right? So just do it. Yeah, that's such a great.
Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
That little bit though is such a. It's like listening to a fake podcast. It's not a podcast.
Yeah.
It just like captures the tone of that stuff so well. Is that a clickable? Okay, yeah.
A little card or something. Hannah, Josh, and Matthew invited to Sam's Halloween party. Fancy dress obligatory. October 31st. So this is the previous. Oh, hey. It's the same one that the Peter Stormare.
Item made me feel happy, so now it's putting it into a happy memory for the characters.
Yeah.
With, of course, tension in it. I thought that was Michael Jackson.
Oh.
just a pop art of the King of Pop in this haunted cabin.
Right. Well,
right, everybody, why don't you have at least matches? There's a billion candles in this freaking cabin. Let's get some light going here, folks. I don't know. That's like I get up north. That's the first thing I do, other than turning on the heat.
That's a good. I mean, honestly, it's a fitting story to talk about.
Yeah.
For this game, But we went up to a cabin.
My dad's place up north.
Yeah, we went up to that, up there, was that January of 2020, I believe?
Yeah, it was. I was thinking it was. It's messed up there. But yeah, got up there, and the heat was off, and the
middle
off.
of January, right? Like
it was
freezing, like almost below zero, or like
with
close
wind
to.
chill, it was below zero outside. It was probably like 10 degrees in the place when we got in.
Yeah, and then
it wasn't even hot by the time. And then the next morning, I find out there's like quick heating baseboard radiators on. We could have turned on right away and had it hot within half an hour.
I mean, the blankets worked well enough, but
and it was warm by the morning.
Yeah. Well, and then also like
spirit board. Are we talking like a Ouija board here? Let's not mess with that here.
The toilets were like frozen. Like the water in the toilets were just completely standing with the back of the toilet tank.
We had to turn the water off
with the hair dryer and the blow dryer, trying to melt the chunk of ice in the back of the toilet tank.
Yeah, that didn't work. Thankfully,
it worked a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. It was working.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us had the patience to just continuously do it.
If we could have like duct taped it up or something.
Yeah, just left it on.
But even then, it would have fallen and eventually and cut the power out of the whole place or something.
Right.
Now we can turn on the TV, yeah?
Oh, not yet.
What? There's power in other parts. Okay, you guys got a fire going. That's a start. Let's light some candles. Every time the power goes out, finding candles is the first thing I do.
Right. Well, there's just so many sitting around here. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, that dude Chris has the lighter, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's just the answering machine, I think.
Yeah.
No new messages.
Oh, so she doesn't.
So there are certain rooms where, like, if you missed a clue once, you might be able to pick it up another time coming through as another character.
I never got the. Oh, maybe that's a skirt. I thought she was wearing like a flannel tied around her waist.
Oh, I think that is a skirt, yeah.
But the flannel tied around the waist, I've never understood as a thing other than like carrying it. But when you just like have a long sleeve shirt on
that's already, part of your outfit,
and it's just fashion like. There's just
I don't get that either.
It's practicality wise, it's just something else to keep track of.
Yeah, So it's only, I think, if
that's a really intense picture.
Yeah, right. Like,
is that a senior picture or something? Like, it almost looks like a mugshot or something with how upset he looks.
You're a very serious man.
Hung over in that picture. Well, what is she even trying to do right now?
Oh, now you actually do want to go down the stairs. Okay. You're following Josh.
Oh, got it. We're trying to turn on the hot water.
I guess for a little bit longer, I might be streaming on a pretty consistent, regular basis because my new job, the start date got delayed again. It was actually supposed to be Friday. And now it's pushed back again because again it's just not like they don't have all the permits and everything totally like ironed out.
Very sweet together. I wish they'd just freaking get on with it already.
I swear they just need like something to bond over, some sort of traumatic event to send them into each other's arms. I mean, at this rate they'll be in the geriatric ward before Chris makes a move.
Just me, or was that laugh a little flirty?
It was a little.
And that's been kind of the theme, right, of this and horror movies like this is everybody kind of pairs up,
right,
and splits up. Okay.
I just wanted to say,
what?
It really means a lot to me that everyone came back this year, and that.
I figure if at least like a weekday next week. Yeah. Then if I'm at least unless I get like a call and I'm like, oh, you're working every day.
Whenever.
We'll see what happens, but provided
There's
that
some kind of shadow stuff going on in the background here. The reflection on the door of her hair?
Yeah, I do think that's all it was. But yeah, that definitely gave an appearance of.
Hey, watch your step.
Visual.
I think I can handle a little.
She walked right through the
Yeah.
broken part. This. Oh yeah, movie mogul. That's right. I was like, this place is huge. Also,
Yep.
this looks
Josh's
like the
dad
that
was like a.
in Res 7.
Yeah, it does have some
You
similar
were
feels.
So you had to keep just like sprinting through that one
Sorry to
room
drag you
because you
down
didn't
into
have
the
bullets.
Oh, just get me some hot water and I'll be super fine.
I mean, I wouldn't want you coming down here on your own, you know?
Well, it's definitely creepy down
Turn
here.
on the power, bruh. Where's your backup generator?
Like the way she's like shaking her head from side to side.
Playing baseball out in all that snow.
No, it wasn't in the winter, silly. I mean, we'd come up in the summer, we would have the best time. The whole family was there. Mom, Dad,
Yeah, what happened to their
my
parents?
sisters. It was...
I think they're like rich,
competition
unattentive
out there on the
parents.
big lawn.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
They just let these kids go up
Yeah.
on their own.
Right, Sam?
Butterfly
I'm
effect.
supposed to be fixing this whole guy, right?
It wouldn't turn on that quickly if you just flip the...
Here, can you hold this?
Why is he asking like she's...
What was that?
What was what? Just shine it here so I can see what I'm doing.
to watching?
Oh, hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you?
Hey, can you just keep the light so I can see?
Oh, there's another one of those don't move moments.
I didn't know about it until it was too late.
Yes, welcome to Rated M for Immaturity. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. We're just doing a little horror game.
I can't move. How long does this go on for? Oh my gosh, I'm setting the controller down to the side. I can't do it. Is he gonna get electrocuted because I keep moving the controller? There we go.
Yeah, this is mostly a video game channel. Eventually we will be doing a little bit more than that at some point. But that kind of it is going to depend on being able to pick up some set up better equipment, that kind of thing. But hey, if you have fun just with video games and pop culture commentary is about the best way I could describe.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gone. That's okay.
That's how it goes. That's been pretty much my whole experience with.
You know, it's you know, you're gonna get one out of every however many people will actually kind of stay and hang out and talk, and depending on what game you're playing. Like I had one person who was like clicked on it because you and me were playing Star Wars Squadrons because they were interested in that game. Got to interacting with them in the chat, and they were like, "Oh, I just like hanging out here."
Yeah.
I mean, because I had 13 followers at this precise moment.
Oh. I want to go back. I didn't. I took my hand off the controller at the wrong moment. Let him down.
Left him hanging.
A lot of things. None of them nice.
Quit it.
I'm just joshing you.
That's my
Just joshing ya.
Spend too much of his gun. Okay, who are you again? I mean, not who is she, but what is she like? Funny. Yeah, I lost. I lost some friendship with Josh because I left him hanging. Something's gonna come behind her.
Right.
He looks nervous.
Seriously. There's something back there.
I can't tell if he's gonna get pissed. These guys are not gonna be friends anymore. Okay.
Alright, your point.
30 love.
What? No. Where'd you get the first point?
30?
No, 15.
Oh. Ping pong, yeah. Wait, okay, so you hear that too, right? Josh.
What?
It was like weirdly regular.
Nothing regular about it.
Maybe we should go check it out.
Why?
What if it's like a pipe that's about to burst or some problem with the furnace?
Unlikely.
If it were me,
What is that?
I wouldn't want this place to burn.
It's like
down
a
Oh, I didn't.
mannequin torso in the bottom corner
Oh,
or something.
well, that's always fun. Isn't the rat just hanging out on the table right there?
I was wondering if does anyone
She's like, "Hey,
have
guys."
the light? Oh no.
There's your hockey mask too.
Took the mask off. Is this Matt again? Oh, right stick. I was doing left stick.
To keep out strangers!
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What the hell?
You just
Chris.
What?
Nice one. That was good.
But why would you do that?
There's all this cool old movie crap down here. What was I? Was I not supposed to take advantage of the opportunity?
Are you serious? Were you in on this, Cuts?
No, but I wish I was. That was too good.
He got his high five.
Hey, somebody gave it to him.
Dumb little prank. Slightly.
Joke master.
Well, I said nothing about
He's
jokes. I
grinning.
said prank, which was dumb.
Holy crap, you were scared, admit it.
I was not.
Come on, did none of you play Alan Wake? Keep your flashlight with you.
Right.
What in God's
It'd be really
name?
meta to have a game where like the character's like, no, I'm keeping my flashlight. I played Alan Wake.
Well, I love that in Cabin in the Woods, he presses the button and it like the little static shock makes her drop the knife.
Yeah,
Because it's like, why do they always drop the goddamn weapon?
yeah.
It's like I can't even. Oh, he's got a Ouija board.
Yep.
You know what? No. I've just been through enough spooking for one night, okay? I see a hot bath in my crystal ball.
The hot water is not hot yet, let me tell you.
No, not yet.
What? Alright, we
Oh,
gotta
well, okay, now there is like a whole nother part, I guess, still left. Maybe we'll just call it before
Yeah.
the actual chapter break then, because that's like a whole other section.
Yeah, this...
You can pick up the totem first, though. But I suppose let's wrap it up, I guess, then. Well, this is part 1 of our Until Dawn stream.
It's not hitting me. Did I already get it then?
Yeah, I guess that's one you picked up already. I guess it is right outside the door,
yeah.
so I think that does make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess
just save at the last checkpoint then.
yeah, because you'll just start right here,
Okay.
basically with them walking outside. That's
Is that in the distance?
part 1 of Until Dawn. Rated M for immaturity. I really do. I'm enjoying that name. But yeah, with No Name's first official
time.
stream here, which is actually
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun to finally make that happen.
We'll get that happening more.
Considering we originally talked about doing this in January of 2020 when we were at that cabin.
Right.
Funny that we're playing our first stream that we're doing is about a game where they're at a cabin.
Cabin in 2020.
In the middle of the winter.
2014, you
Yep.
said?
Yep, 2014. But yeah, awesome. Well, sooner or later
Yeah,
we'll be back for
sometime
part
next
2. I get the best sign off I've got really has just been like, hey, if you have fun at all with us, come back and have more fun. Or don't. I'm
Yeah.
not here to tell you what to do.
Alright.
Hell yeah. Yeah, whether you're watching this morning, noon, or night,
Have a good one.
have a good one.